Good job. Ooh. Yo, son, tell me if I'm tweaking, but I don't know. My chest is looking bigger in these videos lately. My nigga, them games paying off and shit. I don't know. I could be tweaking. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Like my shoulder, I always have broad shoulders. I just meant my neck, like around my neck, the collarbone structure and shit. It just look more like, for me. But nah, real talk though. I'm on my silent walking Snoopy. Came home from work. I took a nap. Knocked. Makes me tired, bro. Plus the shit I be doing on my job is like physically, like it's like a workout in itself. So I still work out, but anyway, regarding that. But it's like I'm really putting in work, for real. So I'm putting a lot of strain on my body and shit. So I gotta make sure I give my body rest, give myself time to rest and shit. Hey, man, John, I don't work out every day. Feel me? I'm not tweaking like that. I ain't bugging like that. But for me, if I feel like I ain't like get enough like workout in at my job or in general, then I'll work out. But normally I probably like work out. I don't even know. I don't be counting days. I live in the present, y'all. For me, like I always say, I live in the present, so I really don't be counting days, or I'll be living outside of time, really. But I work out until, like, I listen to my body. I got a good relationship with my body. If I feel like I don't need to work out today, I don't do it. If I feel like I could work out, then I do it. Feel me? I don't go overboard, because you could actually hurt yourself trying to do that, trying to do too much. But, yeah, I really came on here to talk about, I ain't trying to make it a long-ass video or nothing. Basically, the art of meditation. That's what I really wanted to talk about. Like, it's just one of those times it just popped into my head, so I just take it as a sign, like, yo, maybe somebody need to hear this shit. Maybe they need to start meditating, so I'll go ahead and make these vids for y'all. So look, we want to talk about meditation. Oh, that like hitting, hey. Yo, Snoopy be tweaking for real. She be off the perk. Nah, I'm talking about meditation, right? It unlocks doors to yourself, to me. This is just my perspective on it, right? When I meditate, like, I feel like it unlocks doors to yourself, to your mind, that you didn't have access to because it was blocked. But like the let's say the average person thinks about 50,000 thoughts a day. It was blocked by all them thoughts, all that thinking. It's like barricading the doors, or it's like actually hiding the doors. It's like trying to find a door in a fucking, I forgot. Don't they have that in one of those museums and shit? It's like trying to find a real hallway in the art of mirrors, like a hallway in mirrors. Y'all know in the movies and shit they be having. It's like in the horror movies, they like chasing the killer be chasing them, and they be mad mirrors around, so they don't know which path to take because it's mad mirrors and they all mirroring like the hallway, so it look mad different, and they be winding up trying to swing, thinking it's the person, but it's actually a mirror, and then the person pop behind them, kind of like that. I feel like when you meditate, you go to deeper levels of consciousness, and you go into just in depth in general. So like you really dive in. Like I picture it in my head. This is how I picture it. It's like water. You in water, right, in your head. Most people are struggling to stay afloat. That's why they be getting drowned, because they be overthinking. So they can't stay afloat because the thoughts be drowning them, literally. They getting stuffed under all of those thoughts. They just can't breathe. They barely keeping their head above water trying to breathe and shit. So I feel like when you meditate and you actually sit there and you take them deep breaths. For me, you hold it, exhale. For me, you able to kind of like drain some of that out. Like imagine if it was in a bathtub, you trying to hold your head above water, but you kind of draining it. But on a way deeper level, like you in the ocean type shit. But it kind of like the ocean level go down. Or just imagine that you putting on some fucking breathing gear, nigga, some scuba diver gear type shit. And I'm like, for me, I'm at a point now. When I started, I for me, and I've been like cured myself of overthinking because I reached like some godhood level nonchalantly. So I just really try not to think so much in the future or think so much in general about anything that wasn't in the present moment because I didn't want to give a fuck about anything. I didn't really give a fuck. So that's how I cured it. I wasn't trying to cure like overthinking. That's how it happened. Feel me? Due to other circumstances in my life that led me to be on that godhood level, nonchalant, not giving a fuck type of attitude. And I basically like kind of combated the overthinking. So I really didn't, like, I've been cured myself of overthinking in general. So I'm floating perfectly fine in my head. I've been floating perfectly fine because I didn't never have no emotional things, or I try not to think about the future because I ain't give a fuck. So I was good. Other people, that might not be the case for them. They might be just struggling to stay afloat because they got negative thoughts haunting them. They got so much negative thoughts piled up in that ocean, polluting that ocean. They got so much thoughts in general, and it don't necessarily be positive. So like I said, it still just go back into the aspect of negative thoughts, pollution the ocean, all those what ifs, polluting the ocean. And the reason why I'm saying what ifs polluting the ocean, because if you so busy thinking about what ifs and you so busy thinking about the future, you not experiencing the present. So therefore, those thoughts is preventing you from swimming to land, nigga. So now you staying in the ocean because you want to stay with them what ifs, polluting your water, blocking your path to the land. So even though those thoughts is not drowning you, they still like perform, like it's like a line. You know those lines they got in the water to like separate the coast, so where niggas can't swim through and shit like that. That's what it is. It's one of those lines, but it's a fucking thick ass line. You gotta keep going under that shit, and then coming back up on the other side. Cause you worried about all these what ifs. Cause you worried about all of that. These negative thoughts polluting your ocean. So it's just important. I feel like meditation could help you achieve a balance. Not even on no spiritual shit, but it can help you achieve a balance of water level in your head, so to speak. And y'all know the water level is symbolic to your consciousness, nigga. It can help you maintain a balance in your consciousness, nigga, and not have you fucking drowning in your own thoughts, literally drowning in your own consciousness, because you thinking too much. Feel me? I'm not telling nobody not to think or nothing like that. I'm just saying, under all of those thoughts, the deepest crevices of your mind, you have access to it. You just can't get to it because all the thoughts, and pardon me, my nigga, I just finished eating the shit, but so I keep burping. But the deepest crevices of your mind, you can't swim down and enter that. It's like Atlantis in that ocean. You don't know it's there, but it's Atlantis inside your mind. And people that don't know what Atlantis is a beautiful, y'all should know, like Aquaman, he's basically a ruler of Atlantis, my nigga. It's a city in the ocean, beautiful city. It's highly advanced. For me, there's been myths and legends on it. You could go search up Legend of Atlantis on YouTube. They break it down for you and shit like that. I'm just using that as an example. So it's an Atlantis inside of your deep in the depths of your ocean, and you don't have access to it or not aware of it because you have so much thoughts blocking your path and polluting the water. You ain't never gonna be able to get to that shit because you're not gonna be able to breathe. One, because you have constant pollution in your waters, and two, because you're not gonna be able to dive in deep enough to reach that city because you just have too much thoughts in general blocking your path. So you feel me? Y'all say what I'm saying. In these type of situations, when I come to these videos, I gotta use metaphors for y'all niggas, cause it's just so beautiful. It's just giving y'all, opening y'all up, like expanding y'all perception. Cause if I'm just saying it straight, it might not be at a level where certain people could receive that. And it's not, I'm not saying somebody is like dumb or nothing like that. I'm just saying certain people perceive stuff differently. So if I use it in the metaphor that could kind of resonate with somebody, then it could resonate to somebody on a different level. That's what I be doing and shit. But yeah, basically, people be having Atlantis inside of their ocean, and they just not gonna have access to it, or don't even know, and don't not even aware that they have it. So when you meditate, and we talking about the art of meditation, not only is it balancing your consciousness, aka your water, and freeing you up from so much strain, to the point where you could actually swim and dive down into that the depths of your crevices of your mind and actually access that Atlantis. But it can also help you achieve that quiet place. And that quiet place is not something you have to build. It's literally something that is already in your consciousness. It's that kind of that door you open. That's sort of, let's go back to the doors and the mirror analogy. When you go and open those doors, some of those doors lead to different places. Now you could picture those doors to be in that ocean, or you could just use a whole different analogy altogether. But I'm just throwing it out here, coming off the dome type shit. I know it's gonna help somebody out there. So I just say it for me. If it's not helping you, it's all good, my nigga. Much love. I know it's gonna help somebody, so that's why I'm here. But nah, so when you open those doors, it's a quiet place already inside your mind, my nigga. You just gotta find it. You're not gonna find it. Once again, those doors is blocked by those thoughts. The ocean polluted by those thoughts. So in meditation, it's gotta help with that. Cause you gonna really say it like Soul Illuminati said. Feel me? And I remember watching Spiritual Soul. Remember watching back when I was on the start of my journey and shit. And nigga always used to say, you could watch your thoughts. And that resonated with me. Feel me? Because I was always doing it, but I wasn't conscious I was doing it. So therefore I couldn't really decipher what the fuck I was really doing. And because I was in that nonchalant state of mind, I always used to think all the time because I really couldn't feel shit at all. So only thing I have is to think, my nigga. That's the only thing I have is the thought process. So that's all I was really doing. Just thinking, my nigga. So me thinking and just living inside my head so much, I just got used to living with those thoughts, my nigga. I just started watching them bitches. Start observing them, start watching them. We just had like I just was really see and this just brings back to a higher depth of perception, right? Of reality. If you as a person could watch your thoughts, then are you the person really thinking those thoughts? Let me say that again. Really ask yourself. Listen to what I'm saying. It's going to resonate with you on a deeper level. For me, this might be the end of the vid. The vid going on too long and shit. I'm about to go upstairs because I got work tomorrow. But if you could watch your thoughts, like you could watch a nigga playing basketball and you not in the game, are you that person playing basketball, or are you that person on the bench watching? Feel me? Are you those person having those thoughts, or are you the person watching those thoughts? That takes you to like a fourth dimension. That's where you transcend kind of dimensional trains of thought, because you taking yourself up out of that. It's like, remember I told you in one of my videos when I was referencing Young Pharaoh, for me, shout out to Young King, Young Pharaoh and shit. It's like me looking down. He ain't say this. This is my example, but I'm just referencing him because he said he like laid the blueprint on how you reach higher dimensional thought process, and he like gave a module, a foundation of which you could, feel me, reach that by here, unlocking it here first. So it's like me looking down at an ant with a magnifying glass, magnifying it, right? That would be the ant is the thoughts, and me observing it, I'm the observer, right? So that's me. I'm with the magnifying glass looking down at the ants, aka my thoughts, and another person, and this is where I transcend that dimensional thought of where I'm thinking from, is another person. Imagine another person is with a magnifying glass, or just another aspect of me, just myself in a higher dimensional train of thought, looking down at a magnifying glass at me. And I'm just fucking, feel me, underneath the magnifying glass that he looking at me with, looking at the ant, aka my thoughts. So, feel me? Now somebody's watching me watch my thoughts. Feel me? That's the type of depth I be thinking at now. That's the type of depth I'm at now. That's the reason why, feel me, I could come to y'all with this and it should just come to me naturally. And for me, I love anime. So I'm gonna leave this last one to connect to that point. Because niggas know I love anime and shit. And for niggas who love anime, y'all gonna feel this. If y'all watch Code Geass, however you pronounce it, my son Lelouch, he said something like this. He said, there's a person in my head doing like committing actions, and I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember the time I don't. It's been a minute. I'm gonna watch that shit. I just been watching anime lately in general. When I come home from work and shit, I just love anime. I rewatch Ajin and shit. But look, back to the point. The video getting type long. Look, he said there's a person in my head, like I guess that's forming the thoughts or committing those actions. There's a person criticizing those actions or thoughts, and there's a person that's observing them, observing both of them. The one that's doing it, having those, formulating those thoughts, and committing those actions, and overall, all of that, those are just aspects of him. So he's committing the actions overall, regardless. He's still taking responsibility. It's not like another person is in his head doing it. I'm just saying, feel me? It's like I'm just giving y'all like how. That's why I'm emphasizing it, to give y'all like that feeling, my nigga. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That shit gonna resonate with niggas. But look, for me, I'm up here with it. For me, reach me here, my nigga. But look, he said, so there's a person formulating those thoughts. There's a person formulating those thoughts. There's a person criticizing and judging those thoughts, and it is a person observing both of them, observing the thoughts and observing that nigga that formulated it, observing the nigga who's criticizing it. And notice he was one of the most tact niggas you ever seen in anime. Feel me? He up there with Light Yagami. He up there. I don't really know. I can't like remember off the top of my dome, but he up there with Light. He up there with L. Feel me? My nigga Lelouch is up there. It's arguable. It's debatable that Lelouch is on a greater level. For me, I'm not saying it is, but like we could have that argument. For me, if y'all niggas wanna have, y'all know, for me, any one of y'all anime niggas wanna have that argument, we could do that. For me, I'm not arguing either or. I really don't care. I just wanna hear your perspective on it. I really don't care. But if you say that he not up there, then now we can argue about that. Snoop, come on, we going upstairs, nigga. But nah, for me, I hope this video, and actually, matter of fact, not even hope, I know this video elevated and expanded your consciousness and your perception of reality and your perception of yourself on a deeper level. I know that for a fact. For me, I know that because the shit I just said to y'all niggas, it's gonna really hit y'all niggas head like, yo, this nigga really talking about some shit. Like, when you really think about it, and cause everybody has thoughts, my nigga. Like I said, the studies that show, I don't know, I'm just giving a number, like studies that show such and such, the average person thinks about something 1,000 thoughts, 50,000, 15,000 thoughts a day. But everybody has thoughts. So that's gonna resonate with everybody on all levels. And that's gonna challenge them to develop more critical thinking and more in-depth when they actually having those thoughts. And that's gonna cause people in the long term to be more rational and to really use more thought when it comes to committing actions. Because the depths of those thoughts, they're gonna really question how deep it go, and they're gonna tweak their perception to look at those thoughts from different angles, my nigga. Feel me? I'm out here with it. Feel me? But I love y'all niggas, bro. Y'all keep elevating yourself. Snoop, come on. Y'all keep elevating yourself. Feel me? Y'all see I'm doing it. Feel me? I'm leading by example. I'm practicing what I preach. Hold me accountable. If I'm not doing it, hold me accountable on all fronts, my nigga. I need that. That's that motivation. Feel me? But I love y'all niggas for real. And I appreciate y'all niggas feel me, rocking with me on this shit. For real. Roll to 100. Much love to all the niggas that's fucking with me. And we gonna keep doing this. Feel me? Shout out to all the guys. Help me once again on my spiritual journey. They can help you too. On your journey in life in general. There's not on no spiritual shit. It's like I would suggest anybody to watch Young Pharaoh, General Seti, Spiritual Soul. Just for me, there's people out here that offer you different, same way I'm offering somebody a different perception and expanding that perception in depth. So like I said with the ocean, I'm giving them more depth to the waters. When they thought it was only the surface, I'm actually giving them more depth to the waters, to that Atlantis level. Feel me? And that's the same with everybody. When you talk to anybody, have an interaction, you peek inside their mind. They give you more depth of perception. Because everybody's perspective and perception of reality is different. Love y'all niggas, bro. Y'all keep being great, my nigga. Y'all keep operating on the high frequency. Y'all keep elevating y'all consciousness. Y'all keep elevating yourself in general. Feel me? I love y'all, bro. Y'all holla at me if y'all need anything. Y'all got my socials. Feel me? Niggas wanna talk to me on a personal shit. Y'all know where to find me. But yeah, I love y'all, bro. Y'all keep being great. Exo Immaculate. I'm out. Peace.